Alright, there's not a whole lot of detail here to see. Basically that is the representation of what I need for this. If you look at these, the part that I'm going to clearance is basically an arc there. I'm going to come over a little closer to the edge here. I'm going to be inside of this, but not so close that it's right above. So I'm going to be right about there. And the reason I modeled it this way, anyway, let me finish what I was saying there. These two are the same. So despite the fact that the steering stop is on opposite sides, once I clamp these in, I have my cam set to center on that hole and then the surface, which, since this doesn't have to be precise, this is purely for cutting it out for clearance to make it easier to weld in the braces that go on the inside. Then another plate gets welded to the outside. So I did this manually on the lathe last time. I could do it with a cutoff wheel. I've got it down to about 1.5 minutes, and it took me way longer than that on the manual. But according to the tool path on here, I should be able to cut this out in about 1.5 minutes. 1:23, something like that. So I can put either of these in and find that position. I'm not really seeing any good way to, because the cuts are slightly different from part to part, I'm not seeing any way to register it to where I could just drop this one in and drop that, and then drop that one in. I'm going to have to find center each time, but since it's not that critical on the spacing, I think I can just drop the end mill in, move it around, get it dropped into the hole, and call that my 00, XY 0, and then I can just get close here. I've told it to go 50 thou below, so as long as I'm fairly close to the top here with the end mill when I set it, should be good to go. I'm not doing any chamfering. I'm not going to bother rounding any corners off, anything like that. Close enough again. I'll fix that down the road, but I'm not going to worry about it today. Yep. That's less eventful than with the magnet. Now I've got tons of room to get in here and clean this up, put the strapping in here for bracing and that stuff, and then that'll be cleaned up, and then I don't remember for sure which side it goes on, but then the plate goes on, and this is the hole to get to the sway bar link. Okay, and what I plan on doing too, I may just measure them and punch them and hand drill them like I did before, but I'd really like to set these up to where they sit in the mill as well, and the mill just comes down, and that'll be a little trickier to find a reference point, which is why I might just do it on the drill press. I haven't quite decided, but anyway, that's the gist of this project. I've got this one and that one to cut. The one in the mill is done. Time to take it out. So another 10 minutes and I'll be done with this, and yeah, on to the next step. I want to get the hole drilled on the other side for the link, and then I think I can move on to getting the strapping cut and bent. Then I think I might be able to start welding arms together.